Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of January 31st. Now Pisces, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Pisces, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if you'd like to get to know me more, you can give me a follow there. But let's see what we have going on here for you, Pisces. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So let's see what we have here. Let's get all the cards out, and then we'll make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into the reading. All right. And I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the star. Amazing sign to find this card in any placement, really. The star is a necessary card because it comes after the upheaval and the change and the challenge of the tower. And it says that your period of renewal is here. And with that, the genie, which is the person represented in the star, is in healing waters of renewal here. And so if you've been nursing injuries or illness, it can be a good sign for that. Obviously not medical advice, but it can be a very good sign for that. Or if you've been going through something, maybe you're exiting a period of upheaval, this can be a really good sign that that may be happening for you. The star also talks about a wish being granted. It's one of the major wish cards in the tarot. And so it's a very good sign. It can also say that there's maybe clarity here coming into your life. Clarity and something in your path being illuminated, if you will. Hope and optimism for the future is also available when the star comes. And so really, really nice energy here. It's also the Aquarius card. We are in Aquarius season, and it could mean that some of you are maybe on the cusp of Pisces, Aquarius Pisces cusp, or maybe you are an early degree Pisces. If you do not, if you're not somebody who believes in cusps, you could be an early degree Pisces or something like that. But yeah, definitely really like to see that. So taking a look here, Pisces, you have an amazing reading. Right away in the middle, you have this Queen of Pentacles. So this can be referring to your financial position or your financial situation, and perhaps needing to take a look at money, the money that's coming in and out, maybe budgeting, planning, preparing in some ways here with the Queen of Pentacles. You know, this is somebody who might literally be involved in the financial fields, right? They may be like a loan officer, they may be like a real estate agent, or a stockbroker, or money manager, anything like that. This could also be someone who's like an executor of an estate or something along those lines. They might even just work with nature. The Queen of Pentacles could be somebody who works in nature, right? And so, yeah, all of those sorts of things. But, if it's not one of those types of people, or if you're not one of those types of people, what could be going on is, you may need to even just take grounded, practical steps at this time around a money situation. That could certainly be the case with that Queen of Pentacles card. But I get the sense that some of you are fulfilling a goal or a wish around financial independence here in the future, or some level of independence, and I'll get into why as we go along. You have an amazing reading. So in the past, you have the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So we have double knights here. Two or more knights all in a tarot reading for me always says that this is a busy period of time in your life. Or I get the sense that some of you have maybe you're moving out of a busy period of time here, as you have these two knights and then this star here as well, providing maybe calm, clarity, serenity, things along those lines. And you have this Knight of Swords, which is a card of, this can be something that moves so quickly that it almost feels chaotic, when you have the Knight of Swords. Like if you think about like a house move, or if you sell a house or you buy a house, like those periods in our lives feel chaotic because there's just so many things going on. Or even like when you change jobs, something like that happening where it's like a whirlwind time of change, right? And for some of you here, there could have been a situation in the past that just happened very quickly. This could have quite literally been a move for you, because you also have this Knight of Wands, which represents, almost always comes forward when you're ready to change residence, move to a new location, move to a new house, a new apartment, or anything like that. Or even you may be on this sort of grand adventure. You may have even gone recently on a grand adventure in some ways here with this Knight of Wands. And, this can mean like really enjoying the spontaneity of life and the spontaneity around you. And so you have this interesting combination of something quick happening, maybe even on the edge, veering on the edge of impulsivity, as well as this idea of also quickness here with the Knight of Wands, but a different type of quickness, more of a spontaneous type of energy. And along with that, in the middle of these two knights, you have the Ace of Cups, which is new love in your life in some ways. This can represent like just feeling happy, getting a happy new start in some area of your life. It can signify the start of a new relationship. And if that is the case here, this has happened very quickly, okay? You met somebody and it was like you did not need to spend a lot of time talking with this person. For whatever reason, things moved very quickly, things progressed very quickly between the two of you, and that could have certainly been the case recently. Now, this could also just say that perhaps you're really connecting with the water at this time, Pisces. As you see this chalice here, this cup in the water, you see the phases of the moon indicating intuition. The eye here, I'm thinking about your third eye, like really acquiring an inner vision here at this time, and using your intuitive gifts that you so have, Pisces, that you have probably as much, if not more than any other sign in the zodiac, using your intuitive gifts here to really help you see something. It seems like it's been a huge period here in the past of time for you. Now, in your current situation, you have the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So all people showing up here. In fact, 1, 2, 5 people. Okay, we had 2 knights in the past. We have 2 queens and a king here in the current situation. Lots of different talking heads potentially in your life at this time. You do have this combination here as well with the King and the Queen of Cups. So this is counterparts in the tarot. So you may have found somebody, okay? Some of you, I feel like, maybe have found somebody. They may even be somebody who helps you like acquire perspective or build clarity or something like that in your life here. But on a different level, the King of Cups can be somebody who's like maybe a good partner in your life. Generally, the Queen of Cups, same way, but the Queen of Cups can also be somebody who's in the helping professions, maybe a therapist. I always like to say they are the traditional therapist in the tarot, but it's also a card of intuition, okay? It's also a card of intuition. And so that message is coming in pretty clearly here. We've already talked about this Queen of Pentacles making the practical choice. I feel like there's this really nice blend of, we have all the elements here, cups, pentacles, wands, swords, and I think there's this blend of just combining all of the elements, combining all of the suits of the tarot, and balancing yourself out even in a way. And along with that, in the future, you have the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Talk about balance here. The 6 of Pentacles, as you see here, the scales that the person on this card is holding, represents some type of balance, some type of material or financial balance happening in your life here. So very nice to see that for you as well. It can also indicate receiving something or getting something after a period of giving. So if you have been giving a lot to a person or a situation or an event or a cause, it can mean that it's your time to receive as well here. And look, we have this 9 of Pentacles, which is all about independence, specifically financial independence, growing something for yourself here for the long haul, and really being free of needing to rely on others to get your needs met, especially your material needs met. And so it's a very big card of abundance. This row here, Ace of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles with the star, just for me screams wishes coming true in the material. You also have this Five of Swords here, potentially some sacrifice that needed to be made in order for you to get this start. This may be happening, or it could have happened, but let's go ahead and see what else we get here. Let's start clarifying this message. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe, and feel free to check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list if that is of interest to you. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Wow, you have Stargazer, set your sights high. So this is pretty cool with the star. You're getting this big message of you reaching up at this time, looking for advice from the cosmos, from the universe, from your spirit guides, from your spirit team. And yeah, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. We also have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right, as well as Stag, trust and thrive at this moment. You also have Wise One, grow within your current situation, as well as Autumn, release the old and rest. Becoming wiser every day, and there is something that you're releasing here with the Five of Swords energy. It may mean that it leaves your life in some ways, but again, there's a reason for this with this trust and thrive energy, with this star energy showing up very clearly for you. And yeah, acquiring something new here, acquiring a new perspective, but doing it through trust and guidance from the universe. It feels like there's like otherworldly help right now. You have otherworldly help in some ways. It's esoteric, but that's what I feel like saying. Let's see here. Okay, so you have no. So there are two no's in this deck. You pulled both of them. And wow, you have forgiveness as well as abundance. So there is abundance here. I feel abundant energy on this reading with this amazing row, with the star, with the Six of Pentacles, the two knights. And you know, this abundance for you may be coming after a period of rejection, or a period of a challenge that you've gone through in your life. And it could mean that you've spent time going into forgiveness, realizing that you're human, that you are capable of making mistakes, and it could mean that you're just releasing that as you have released the old and rest, which has brought in this new abundance for you. Let's see what else we have. Let's pull some tarot cards here to clarify this message even more. Okay, so you have the Six of Cups, you have the Judgment card, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so the Wheel of Fortune, is an amazing card. It's all about a change in your destiny, and it does imply big change. It's by default a very good change, and a change involving luck, a change involving destiny, fate and destiny. And I always like to say that the wheel keeps spinning. And so when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it's very important that you take advantage of opportunities that are available now, because you never know when they'll come back. And so it can also represent like decisive moments or big moments in your life here, especially as you have these two knights. I feel like some of you are moving out of a period of something big that has happened, because the Judgment can also represent that. But it's like if I were to pick a card that represented a spiritual awakening, it would be the Judgment card, because it talks about you being extremely honest and extremely real with yourself, okay? And going into a period of self-reflection, asking yourself how the choices you've made are rendering out, and what the choices you've made are accumulating, have accumulated to. And so it's a big period of being honest, being totally blunt with yourself, and through that, potentially spiritual situations happening. The Six of Cups is all about situations from the past, or people from the past charging in. But really, I feel like some of you, this is not for everybody. I do feel like some of you have met somebody quickly, and there may be a past life connection there between you and this other person. But let's go ahead and see what else we have. The High Priestess, we could say that that's your card. We have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands. We could also say that the Queen of Cups is like a Pisces energy as well. And you have the Queen of Cups twice with the High Priestess here. So pretty incredible for you. The Two of Wands is a choice between two people, or between two options. And it can say that it's important at this time to go into a period of research, planning, discovery. Just like with the Judgment card, you go into self-evaluation. This says prepare for the travel, prepare for the destiny ahead, and get yourself ready for the next card, which is the Three of Wands, a big victory, a big growth period. So some of you may not realize this, but you are preparing for something bigger, better, greater, larger. Queen of Cups, High Priestess, two most intuitive people and two intuitive cards in the tarot. And, both of those can indicate your energy here. You are going through big preparation here at the soul level for something big, Pisces. So let's continue forward. We have the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? 2 into 3 next to each other here. What I love to see about this is you will go into this period of research. Whatever option you choose, whatever wand here that you choose, you will choose the right wand, and it will take you into a period of growth here with the Three of Wands, which is what this is all about: growth, expansion, opportunity on the horizon. Also, this person's thinking or looking at travel. This person's thinking about travel. The Three of Wands is executing on the travel plan. And so for some of you, you may be doing that, you may be moving, but really it's about wins and victories and small wins building up to big wins over time. And so, yeah, really, really taking something to the next level here. The Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, potentially a big financial opportunity for you in the future, okay? This could be in any form, could be an investment, could be a job opportunity, could be a business idea, anything, right? And it says that there are big chances here. It could also represent selling, cashing in, buying, anything like that. And it can also represent contracts. So some of you like signing off on a new contract, work contract, maybe doing literal contract freelance work or anything like that, documents, things along those lines. Nine of Swords is trapped in fear energy. What do you have that with here? The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, look, you put in the energy and effort, it will come around, Pisces, so have no fear. You have the King of Pentacles as well with the Queen of Pentacles. So we have two counterparts. We have the King and the Queen of Cups, the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. So that's very interesting to me. Some of you finding a good partnership here with somebody else, whether that's in business or in love. And really making practical, grounded choices as well at this time. So really nice. Let's see what else we have. Let's pull some Kipper cards here. So you have the Courthouse, you have the Adjudication, you have High Honor, Lovers, Privileged Lady, and Family Room. Okay, so definitely maybe some contracts going on with courtship, adjudication, and the Ace of Pentacles. Could be a legal situation, but could also just be some other sort of formal situation, formal document, contract, something like that happening. Some of you are meeting somebody. This could be a wealthy partnership here in your life in some ways. And it may not even be like in terms of money, but it could be like in terms of just equal exchange of giving and receiving between the two of you, which is always great. And then you have this High Honor card as well with the Family Room. The High Honor means that you have integrity, you have respect from your colleagues. People really look up to you and come to you as somebody who's potentially a subject matter expert or just knows what they're talking about. So really love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Appreciate you. Take care. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next reading.